The sun was shining bright over the crowded city park. Families laughed, children played, and the sound of birds filled the air. But near the basketball court, a teenage boy named Tyler scowled and argued with his mom. "Why do we have to stay here? This place is boring," he grumbled, crossing his arms. Not far from them, an old man moved slowly and gracefully, practicing martial arts. His movements were calm and steady, like water flowing gently over rocks. Tyler glanced over and snorted loudly. "What's the point of that? He's old and useless," he said, loud enough for people nearby to hear. The old man didn't say a word. He kept his focus, eyes steady but kind. Some of the people around them turned to look, their faces showing surprise and curiosity. Something was about to happen. Tyler's anger wasn't just about the park. Lately he felt like his whole world was falling apart. His dad had left their family months ago, and Tyler didn't know how to deal with the pain. School wasn't the same anymore. The basketball team, the friends he once had, everything felt distant, like it belonged to someone else. His mom tried her best, but Tyler pushed her away. She worried about him, seeing how he spent most days locked in his room, angry at everything. Coming to the park was her way to get him out of the house, even if Tyler didn't want to be there. Tyler remembered when he used to be the star player on his school team. Coaches said he had talent, and everyone expected him to go far. But after his dad left, something inside him changed. He stopped practicing, stopped caring. The fire inside him seemed to burn out. Now he felt lost. Sometimes he didn't even recognize himself in the mirror. His angry words at the old man weren't just about the man, they were a way to release the frustration he felt inside. But something about the old man's calm presence made Tyler uneasy. Maybe it was the quiet strength in the way he moved. Maybe it was something deeper. Tyler couldn't explain yet. The park was supposed to be a simple place, but today it was about to change everything. The old man's name was Mr. Kai. Nobody at the park really knew much about him. He came every day, always alone, always practicing the same slow, careful movements. Some people called it Tai Chi, others just thought it was strange. What made Mr. Kai stand out was that he had only one hand. His left arm ended just below the elbow, but he never seemed bothered by it. Watching him move, it was clear that losing his hand didn't make him weak. If anything, it made his control and balance even more impressive. Kids sometimes whispered about him, curious but respectful. Older folks nodded politely when they saw him. No one made fun of Mr. Kai. He had a quiet power about him, something calm and steady, like he knew secrets most people didn't. Every day he practiced with the same wooden staff. With one hand he could twirl it, strike the ground, and perform moves that looked almost like a dance. It was slow but strong. Rumors in the neighborhood said Mr. Kai was once a martial arts champion. Some said he had traveled the world learning from masters. Others believed he had a story of great tragedy. No one really knew the truth, and Mr. Kai never talked about his past. To most people, he was just the quiet old man at the park. But today that was about to change. Because Tyler's angry words would start something neither of them expected. Tyler was still glaring at Mr. Kai when he picked up a basketball nearby and threw it hard toward the hoop. But the ball bounced off the rim and flew straight toward the old man. It hit Mr. Kai's wooden staff, knocking it slightly out of his hand. The park grew quiet for a moment. Instead of apologizing, Tyler laughed loudly. "Oops, sorry old man, maybe you're too slow to catch a ball," he said, smirking. Then, louder, so everyone could hear, he added, "What's the point of all this? You're useless." Some people nearby gasped. A few older men sitting on a bench stopped their conversation. They looked at Tyler with surprise, and maybe a little anger. Mr. Kai didn't show any anger. He calmly picked up his staff and looked at Tyler with steady eyes. Then in a quiet voice that made everyone lean in, he said, "If you think I'm useless, why don't you test me? See what I can do." Tyler blinked, surprised. Was this a challenge? He felt a mix of excitement and doubt. Surely this old man couldn't do much with just one hand. "Fine," Tyler said, standing up straight, trying to sound confident. "Show me then." People gathered around, curious to see what would happen next. Tyler's mom looked worried but stayed quiet. Tyler's heart beat fast. He was ready to prove the old man wrong. Mr. Kai nodded once and slowly raised his wooden staff. The afternoon sun caught the polished wood, making it shine. The park held its breath. Mr. Kai began moving his staff with calm precision. At first, it looked slow, almost like a gentle dance. But soon his movements grew sharper and faster. The wooden staff twirled in his one hand like it was an extension of his body, spinning, striking, and blocking with skill that seemed impossible. The crowd watched in silence, eyes wide with surprise. Tyler's confident smirk faded as Mr. Kai's hands moved with power and grace. Every step, every twist showed years of practice and strength. The old man's one hand held the staff steady, as if he had never lost anything. With a quick spin, he struck the ground, sending a small cloud of dust into the air. Then, in a flash, he moved forward, performing a series of complex moves that combined balance, speed, and control. The park filled with a quiet awe. Even Tyler's mom gasped softly. When the demonstration ended, Mr. Kai bowed gently to the crowd. The silence stretched, then someone started clapping. Soon, the whole group was applauding. Tyler stood frozen, feeling a strange mix of shock and respect. He had been so sure this old man was weak, but now he saw the truth. Mr. Kai was far from useless. A man near the back pulled out a phone and whispered into it. Soon, a local reporter appeared, recognizing Mr. Kai. She said quietly, "You're Mr. Kai, the world martial arts champion who lost his hand saving a child from a fire, aren't you?" Mr. Kai nodded slowly. "Yes, it was many years ago, but strength isn't about having both hands, it's about the heart and mind." Tyler's world felt like it was shifting beneath his feet. The man he thought was useless had survived pain and loss and come back stronger than anyone. The crowd began to disperse, but Tyler stayed rooted to the spot, feeling something new stirring inside him. This was just the beginning. After the crowd left, the park grew quieter. Tyler didn't move. He sat down on a nearby bench, still staring at Mr. Kai. The old man sat beside him without saying a word, calm and steady. Tyler felt his anger slowly melt away, replaced by something heavier. Shame. How could he have been so quick to judge? How could he have called Mr. Kai useless, without knowing anything about him? Mr. Kai finally spoke. His voice soft but clear. "Life can be hard, young man. Sometimes it feels like the world is against you. But strength doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from surviving what tries to break you." Tyler looked down, fighting tears. "My dad left. I don't know why. I feel like everything's falling apart." Mr. Kai nodded, understanding. "I lost my hand saving a child from a fire. It was the hardest moment of my life. Many thought I would be weak after that. But I found a way to keep going. You can too." Tyler's voice cracked. "I don't know how." Mr. Kai smiled gently. "You don't have to know now, just take one step. Then another." For the first time in months, Tyler felt like someone truly saw him. Not the angry kid, but the scared boy inside. They sat together quietly. The sun dipping lower in the sky. Tyler realized that real strength wasn't about muscles or speed. It was about courage. The courage to face pain and keep moving forward. And maybe, just maybe, he could find that courage too. The next week, Tyler found himself back at the park. It wasn't easy. His legs felt shaky, and his hands trembled as he tried to copy Mr. Kai's slow, careful moves from a distance. But something inside him pushed him to keep going. Mr. Kai watched silently, his eyes calm and kind. After a few minutes, he slowly walked over to Tyler. "Come closer," he said softly. "I'll help you. But only if you're willing to learn." Tyler swallowed hard but nodded. For the first time in a long time, he felt a spark of hope. Day by day, Tyler returned to the park. With Mr. Kai's guidance, he learned how to move with balance and focus. He started to feel his anger fade, replaced by patience and strength. It wasn't about winning or losing anymore. It was about growing. Tyler's mom noticed the change too. She waited in the car one afternoon, watching her son practice with the old man. Tears filled her eyes. She saw the boy she loved slowly coming back. The park, once a place of frustration, had become a place of healing. Tyler still carried the pain of his dad leaving, but now he wasn't alone. He had found a teacher, a friend, and a new way to face the world. Months later, the park was filled with excited chatter and music. Tyler stood beside Mr. Kai, ready to perform at the community event. The same boy who once called the old man useless, now moved with confidence and grace. As they performed together, their movements flowed like a story, one of pain, loss, and courage. Tyler's smile was genuine. He no longer hid behind anger, instead he carried the quiet strength Mr. Kai had taught him. After the performance, Tyler looked at the old man and said softly, "Thank you." Mr. Kai nodded, his eyes full of pride. And as the crowd cheered, Tyler understood something important. Strength isn't just about the body. It's about surviving what should have broken you. And choosing to stand tall anyway. Sometimes the most powerful lessons come from the people we least expect.